Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The announcement of Kevin Zeitler joining the San Francisco 49ers has set off a wave of speculation across the league, and the implications for the team's offensive line could be immediate and profound. Zeitler, known for his blend of physicality and technical proficiency, has long been regarded as one of the most reliable guards in the league, and his arrival in San Francisco has pundits and fans alike wondering how the 49ers plan to integrate such a high-caliber player into their existing framework. The team's offensive line has been under scrutiny for a while, with questions about consistency and depth emerging as recurring themes, and the acquisition of someone of Zeitler's stature hints at a strategic recalibration. While the official narrative focuses on his leadership and experience, insiders speculate that the move is as much about bolstering protection for the quarterback as it is about opening lanes for the running game, which has shown flashes of brilliance but has struggled to maintain momentum against top-tier defenses. Analysts are already drawing comparisons to other teams that made similar acquisitions and immediately reaped rewards, highlighting the potential for a transformation in both scheme and execution. Moreover, the timing of this announcement, at a point in the season where cohesion is critical, suggests that the 49ers may be aiming to accelerate their development curve rather than relying solely on gradual integration. Zeitler's arrival also raises fascinating questions about the team's internal dynamics, particularly with younger linemen who have been rotating in and out of starting positions. Rumors suggest that his presence could either elevate the entire unit by providing a model of technique and professionalism or create subtle tension as roles are adjusted and responsibilities redistributed. Coaches are reportedly excited about the potential for mentorship and the ability to instill a more disciplined, veteran mindset in the offensive line, but insiders caution that integrating a player of Zeitler's experience is rarely seamless. There is speculation that his influence will extend beyond the field, affecting practice habits, film study sessions, and even the way in which the team approaches situational football. Fans have already started debating whether his presence will solidify protection for the quarterback or whether the adjustments needed to accommodate him could temporarily disrupt rhythm. In interviews and media statements, Zeitler emphasizes team success over individual accolades, but his track record suggests a capacity to assert influence subtly yet profoundly, shaping not just play execution, but the overall culture within the locker room. Observers are keenly watching for subtle signs of adaptation in the team's next games, wondering if his impact will be immediately visible or if it will require a few weeks of integration to manifest fully. The potential tactical implications of Zeitler joining the 49ers are significant, particularly when considering the offensive line schemes employed by the coaching staff. Speculation abounds that his skill set could enable a more aggressive zone-blocking approach, something the team has flirted with but never fully committed to due to personnel limitations. Analysts are imagining scenarios in which his strength and technique at the point of attack allow for more creative play calling, particularly in the run game, where edge schemes and interior push could become more reliable. There is also chatter about his capacity to protect against complex defensive stunts, a weakness that has occasionally undermined the team in high-pressure moments. The rumors suggest that Zeitler's presence may allow the offensive coordinator to experiment with new formations, providing more flexibility and unpredictability in both pass and run situations. Fans are speculating endlessly about the ripple effect his addition might have on the offensive line's chemistry, wondering if long-standing partnerships between linemen will be maintained or reshuffled. Internally, some sources hint at spirited discussions about snap count distribution and how best to leverage Zeitler's durability without compromising the stamina of the rest of the unit. The overall sense is that this is not just a plug-and-play situation, but a potential pivot point in the team's strategic approach, capable of influencing game plans and even roster decisions beyond the immediate season. Beyond the tactical and technical considerations, there's a narrative thread around Zeitler's reputation as a stabilizing presence in the locker room. Sources suggest that his leadership style is subtle yet unmistakable, often manifesting in quiet guidance during practice sessions, pre-game preparation, and film study. This raises speculation about the indirect influence he could have on team culture, particularly among younger players navigating the challenges of professional football. Observers have noted that players with his experience can shift attitudes toward accountability, preparation, and situational awareness, all of which are difficult to measure in statistics but can transform team performance over time. Fans are curious whether his presence will embolden the 49ers to adopt a more disciplined, controlled offensive tempo, or if his influence will primarily be confined to mitigating errors and improving technical execution. Media analysts are already speculating about potential off-field synergies, suggesting that his mentoring could help identify and accelerate the development of linemen who have previously struggled to meet the team's expectations. The rumor mill also raises the possibility that Zeitler's influence could extend to collaborative work with the coaching staff, advising on protection schemes, and even contributing to the decision-making process in high-pressure scenarios. The excitement is palpable, but so too is the cautious curiosity about how this blend of skill, experience, and personality will concretely translate into wins. In parallel, there is a growing conversation about the long-term implications of acquiring a veteran like Zeitler, particularly when evaluating contract considerations, salary cap implications, and roster flexibility. Speculation suggests that the 49ers are balancing immediate impact against strategic planning for the future, carefully calculating how his presence affects development pipelines for younger linemen. Some insiders hint that acquiring Zeitler is as much about signaling ambition as it is about on-field performance, sending a message to the league that the team is serious about competing at the highest level. Analysts are drawing comparisons to other franchises that have integrated similar veterans and noting the delicate balance required to maximize their contributions while avoiding disruption to existing player hierarchies. There's also chatter about how this move could influence free agency strategies, potentially freeing up options for complementary positions or encouraging further veteran acquisitions. Fans are debating whether this is a masterstroke of foresight or a calculated risk that carries potential consequences down the line. Regardless, the prevailing sentiment is that Zeitler's presence will shape not just the immediate tactical approach, but the broader strategic posture of the 49ers organization for seasons to come. Finally, part of the intrigue surrounding Zeitler's signing lies in the uncertainty of immediate performance outcomes and the inevitable speculation about what impact actually looks like on the field. Observers are asking whether the offensive line will suddenly operate with newfound efficiency or whether the initial games will reflect a period of adjustment as timing, communication, and cohesion are recalibrated. Pundits are predicting scenarios ranging from instantaneous improvement in quarterback protection to more subtle, less obvious effects that may only manifest in fewer penalties, improved run gaps, or smoother line calls. There is also discussion about how defensive coordinators around the league might react, anticipating the presence of a top-tier guard and adjusting schemes accordingly, creating a chess match of counter-adjustments. Fans are actively weighing the potential for immediate success against the likelihood of growing pains, creating a spectrum of expectations that heightens every offensive snap. The rumor mill, in particular, is fascinated by the psychological aspect of his signing, how his presence could inspire confidence, reduce anxiety, and elevate overall execution through an intangible, almost magnetic influence on teammates. As analysts and fans dissect every press conference statement, every practice report, and every snap, the overarching question persists. Can Kevin Zeitler be the catalyst that transforms the 49ers' offensive line from capable to dominant? The speculation surrounding Kevin Zeitler's immediate impact on the 49ers' offensive line has reached almost feverish levels, with insiders suggesting that the ripple effects may extend far beyond mere protection metrics. While on the surface it appears to be a straightforward addition of a proven guard, the subtext hints at a far more transformative potential, particularly for the cohesion and identity of a unit. Analysts are imagining how his experience navigating high-pressure moments could translate into a stabilizing force during critical third-down situations or red zone opportunities. Some insiders go further, suggesting that Zeitler's presence could encourage the offensive line to adopt more aggressive postures, trusting his technique and situational awareness to compensate for less experienced teammates. The rumors even extend into team psychology, with speculation that younger players may model their preparation, film study, and mental approach on Zeitler's habits, effectively raising the standard across the entire roster. There is also discussion about how his arrival might influence the play-calling tendencies of the offensive coordinator, possibly allowing more audacious or nuanced designs that were previously considered too risky. While nothing is concrete yet, the buzz indicates a belief that Zeitler is not just filling a role, but potentially redefining the parameters of what this offensive line can achieve both immediately and in the near future. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The potential impact of Zeitler's signing extends into strategic planning for the rest of the season, with insiders speculating about how his abilities might alter in-game adjustments and overall offensive philosophy. Analysts are imagining scenarios in which his proficiency at the point of attack allows for faster tempo plays, more complex protection schemes, and increased freedom for skill position players. There is also chatter about how his presence might encourage more dynamic pre-snap motion, misdirection plays, and creative blocking schemes, adding layers of unpredictability that defenses must account for. Fans are particularly intrigued by the idea that Zeitler could function as both a stabilizer and an enabler, providing a foundation of reliability that allows the offensive coordinator to take calculated risks. Internally, speculation revolves around how his work ethic, film study habits, and in-game awareness might influence weekly preparation routines, potentially elevating the performance of the entire unit. While the effects are, by nature, theoretical at this stage, the conversation reflects a deep anticipation that Zeitler's signing is not simply an incremental upgrade, but a potential inflection point capable of altering both perception and performance metrics. In addition to tactical considerations, rumors highlight Zeitler's reputation for subtle leadership as a key factor in his projected impact. Sources suggest that he exerts influence without overt displays, often shaping locker room culture, practice intensity, and professional habits through quiet, consistent example. This has led to speculation that his presence may instill a higher level of discipline and focus among younger linemen, encouraging adherence to nuanced techniques and promoting accountability across the unit. Analysts are projecting that such influence could manifest in fewer penalties, cleaner assignments, and an elevated overall execution that might not be immediately obvious in highlight reels, but becomes apparent in game-to-game performance consistency. Fans are intrigued by the intangible aspect of his contribution, debating whether his impact will be most evident in physical statistics, mental approach, or a combination of both. Rumors also point to potential collaboration with coaches on situational adjustments and blocking schemes, further emphasizing the dual role of Zeitler as both performer and advisor. The narrative is that his effect is multi-layered, simultaneously enhancing technical execution, strategic potential, and cultural cohesion within the 49ers offensive line. There is also ongoing speculation about the ripple effects of Zeitler's arrival on future roster moves and long-term planning. Analysts are contemplating how his presence might influence the development trajectory of younger guards, the potential reshuffling of depth chart hierarchies, and even future free agency decisions. Some insiders suggest that by providing immediate stability and expertise, Zeitler could allow the team to be more patient with emerging talent, creating a blend of short-term performance and long-term growth. Fans are particularly vocal about the possibility that his leadership could serve as a bridge between different generations of players, easing transitions and facilitating mentorship networks that extend beyond the offensive line. The rumor mill even entertains the notion that Zeitler's influence could subtly affect contract negotiations for other players, given the value placed on veteran guidance, consistency, and locker room presence. In essence, the speculation frames his signing not merely as an immediate tactical maneuver, but as a strategic fulcrum with implications that could reverberate across seasons, shaping both personnel and philosophy. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.